nuclear weapon exploded in one city, be it New York or Moscow, Islamabad or Mumbai, Tokyo or Tel Aviv, Paris or Prague, could kill hundreds of thousands of people.
We have been on the verge of catastrophe for decades. Every day without a nuclear detonation is a lucky day. We are living on borrowed time, gripped by irrational complacency. It is as if we are oblivious to the inevitable consequences of having nuclear weapons on this earth. One day, when we least expect it, a nuclear weapon, whether by accident or by design, will unleash its power against us. It will make no distinction between buildings, nature and human beings, annihilating everything in its path, silencing hundreds of thousands of human stories. Nuclear weapons do not discriminate. They were designed not to. They were designed to destroy cities. This is why their existence can no longer be tolerated.
In my mind, there are two existential threats that we face today. One is global warming, which is occurring slowly and may be reversible. The other is nuclear weapons. But the detonation of a nuclear weapon is going to be instantaneous and irreversible. Having spent years researching the subject, I think that every one of those weapons is an accident waiting to happen or a potential act of mass murder. According to the Department of Defense in the United States, there were about 32 significant nuclear weapons accidents during the Cold War. But I found documents through the Freedom of Information Act that suggest there were many, many more than that. One document that I found said that there were over 1,000 significant accidents involving nuclear weapons.
Accidents will happen. Human beings miscalculate, misunderstand each other, and make bad judgments. Amid claims of necessity, deterrence, and global security, the real question is, are we prepared to face the consequences? Relief organisations have stated clearly that no meaningful response is possible for even a single nuclear weapon detonation, let alone the large numbers that would be used in conflict. The victims, hundreds of thousands of men, women and children, burned, blinded, injured, would be left to die alone. The survivors, displaced from their homes and suffering from crippling injuries, would either die within a few months or face a life of sickness, as there is no cure for the genetic damage caused by radiation poisoning.
Despite the enormous reach and capacity of the Red Cross and Red Crescent National Societies and our work with a whole range of United Nations and other organisations, the fact remains that human beings are relatively powerless in the aftermath of a nuclear explosion. The force is simply inconceivable to most people, but certainly in a practical way, the opportunities to be able to provide any kind of relief and support, as we saw all those years ago in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, is just so very limited.
Nuclear weapons should not be seen as an outstanding technical achievement of humanity. On the contrary, they are a stark regression to a darker age of barbaric doings. An age where human dignity is denied, compassion disowned. They belong in the dustbin of history. History has shown us the darker side of humanity, the evil that we can do to each other. But history has also shown us that courageous decisions can be taken, against all odds and beyond all expectations, to fight against injustice, to protect those in need, to preserve the environment and set new standards that show the best of humanity. These decisions have shaped the future. The decision to ban nuclear weapons will be a courageous one. It will change the world. There are billions of reasons why we need to ban nuclear weapons now. Each and every one of them has a name, a story, and a dream.